Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to figure out who you are, the more lost you seem to feel? Really think about it. You've probably spent years, maybe decades on that search, reading the books, meditating, traveling, analyzing your childhood, picking apart your relationships, always looking for that real you everyone promised was hiding just beneath the surface. And yet, here you are, still searching, still feeling like the answer is just out of reach. What if there's a reason for that? What if trying to find yourself is like chasing your own shadow? The faster you run, the faster it slips away. Or like a cat spinning in circles, convinced that if it just moves a little quicker, it'll finally catch its tail. Never realizing the tail only moves because it does. That's what we're doing when we try to find ourselves. We've been told there's a true version of us buried under layers of conditioning. That, if we dig deep enough, meditate long enough, analyze hard enough, we'll finally uncover this authentic core. But what if that idea, beautiful as it sounds, is completely backward? What if the one doing the searching is the very thing that can't be found? You can't bite your own teeth. A knife can't cut itself. An eye can't see itself without a mirror. And in the same way, awareness can't turn around and capture itself as an object. The mind can observe almost anything, but it can't directly observe itself observing. The moment it tries, it creates reflections, stories, labels, identities. None of those are the source. That's the paradox sitting at the center of self-discovery. Somewhere along the way, we started believing there's a little commander inside our heads, a separate me behind the eyes, running the show, and from that belief, the ego is born. The ego isn't evil, it's a tool, a problem-solving system, a radar scanning for danger, mistakes, things to fix. It's designed to keep us alive. But the moment we mistake that radar for who we are, life turns into constant tension, because a system built to find problems will always find them, even when nothing is actually wrong. That's why so many people feel anxious or dissatisfied, even when their lives look fine on paper. The radar doesn't turn off, so it invents issues. And then comes the ultimate trap, self-improvement. Think about it. Every attempt to improve yourself quietly assumes you're not enough right now. The one trying to fix the problem is the same one being labeled as the problem. It's like trying to lift yourself off the ground by pulling on your own shoelaces. The harder you chase happiness, the more you confirm that you don't have it. The harder you pursue authenticity, the more artificial everything feels. Each solution becomes another layer of struggle. But what if we're looking at this completely wrong? What if the universe itself is playing hide and seek with itself? What if consciousness has divided into countless forms, each temporarily forgetting what it is, just to experience the game of remembering? That feeling of being lost, it's not a flaw. It's part of the design. You're not in the universe like something dropped into it. You are the universe, expressing itself as you, just like waves are how the ocean shows up, just like leaves are how a tree appears. And this doesn't mean giving up on life. It means relating to it differently. Instead of trying to find yourself, what if you stopped looking? Instead of trying to improve yourself, what if you accepted yourself, not as a finished product, but as a living process? When you stop trying to pin down who you are, something softens. You become flexible, playful. You respond instead of react. You move with life instead of wrestling it. It's like swimming. The more you tense and grab at the water, the faster you sink. The moment you relax, the water holds you. You're not a thing to be discovered. You're a movement, a flow, a moment-to-moment expression. Think about the times you felt most alive. Were you thinking about who you were then? Or were you simply present, creating, loving, helping, fully absorbed in the moment? That's the secret. The gap between you and life only exists when you're trying to define yourself. You don't need to know who you are to live fully. In fact, insisting on knowing may be what's been holding you back. Meditation doesn't help you find yourself. It helps you stop insisting on a false one. Therapy doesn't fix you. It shows you how the idea of being broken was built. Spirituality doesn't make you enlightened. It reminds you that awareness was never missing. The path isn't about becoming. It's about relaxing. And when someone asks who you are, you might smile, because the question no longer traps you. You're whoever life needs you to be in that moment. You're here. And that's enough. You're not your thoughts, not your roles, not other people's reflections. You're the space in which all of that appears. And once you see the joke, once you realize you were never lost, you stop searching. Not because you've given up, but because there's nothing missing. You don't find yourself. You realize you were always home. And from that place, life finally begins. Not as a problem to solve, but as a mystery to live.